Have you ever wondered how a guy who kept blowing up rockets became one of the richest humans on Earth? Good. Because Elon Musk's story isn't a fairy tale. It's more like a chaotic speed run where failure is the tutorial. Let's start at the beginning. Elon grew up in South Africa, buried in books and obsessed with computers. At age 12, he coded a tiny game called Blaster and sold it for $500. Not exactly retirement money, but enough to discover that technology could pay better than babysitting. He moved to North America, chasing bigger opportunities. And like any future billionaire, he was broke, sleeping on couches, and eating the kind of meals that come free with regret. Then came Zip2. In 1995, he built a digital map and business directory at a time when most people still asked for directions at gas stations. The idea sounded insane, until it wasn't. Compaq bought Zip2 for over $300 million, and Elon walked away with $22 million in his pocket. Level 1 completed. Did he take a vacation? Of course not. He immediately started X.com, an online bank in an era when people didn't even trust the internet with cat photos. After merging with another startup, X.com became PayPal. When eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion, Elon earned $165 million. A normal person would buy a mansion. Elon said, "Actually, I think I'll build rockets." Enter SpaceX. He invested almost everything he had. The first rocket failed. Second rocket failed. Third rocket, you guessed it, failed. He had money left for one final launch. One more failure and he would have been financially obliterated. But that fourth rocket worked. And that single success unlocked NASA contracts worth hundreds of millions. SpaceX went from expensive hobby to industry-shaking giant. Next came Tesla. He didn't found it, but he took it over and turned it into the world's most valuable car company, after nearly collapsing several times. There were nights he literally slept on the factory floor while Tesla fought for survival. Eventually, the company exploded in value, turning Elon's shares into his biggest wealth generator. So how did Elon Musk really get rich? Not luck, not magic, not some secret billionaire handbook. He built companies that solved massive problems, reinvested every dollar back into the next impossible idea, and took risks so ridiculous that most people would faint just thinking about them. Elon's formula is simple. Bet big. Bet on technology. Bet on yourself. And stay in the game long enough for the world to realize you were right. That's how he became one of the richest people alive. And that's the part of the story that could change your life. Not the money, but the mindset. Because the future doesn't belong to people who play it safe. It belongs to the people crazy enough to try something nobody else will.